Hello, welcome to How to Play Napoleon's Tomb, a game for one player. Now, this is Napoleon's Tomb. It's in France. It's where Napoleon's actually resting, but it's not really the subject of today's video. Ender's Game, a Redditor and board game geek enthusiast who comments on card games all the time, was reading Mrs. Moore Goes Missing and noticed an extremely obscure solitaire and asked if anybody had played it. Now, this is extremely obscure because we only found one real reference in a couple of apps, and it's pretty simple on what to do, but the app and the rules itself were two different things. The corners get built down from king all the way to ace, back twice, back to ace again, and the corners, northeast, southwest, build up in suit, and you'll have a middle area that you could start with ace. All of these are, of course, built on suit. And this card deck uses two decks of cards with no jokers. And to set up, you're going to deal 11 cards in the northeast, south, and west portions. And then you're going to take one card from the deck and go northeast, south, and west to form the reserve. And now, your cards that you can play with are going to be dealt out per round, one card for whatever round it is. The opening round is going to be 5 cards. And we're going to reduce to 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you lose if you don't build up king down to ace in suit by the time you've gone through your draw deck. Now, I've used a dice because that's one of the things I noticed while playing this was that it was difficult to keep up with all of the process. Once you have a king, you will put it in the corner and you will build down in suit from it. The northeast, south, and west will be built up in suit, so there's no cross suit action at all. So it's a little difficult to do. Now, once you've gone through the draw deck, the next round will have one less card than the previous round. So now round 2, we have 4 cards that we're playing with. And we're using that middle. You can build ace up all the way to king, but you don't necessarily get to king. That's sort of a way to get an entire suit of cards built onto the king foundation. The problem with this game was that it is one of those games that no matter how much skill you might try to have, it's not going to make too much of a difference, because if the decks are not arranged properly, if you have too many of one particular card buried, then you are not going to win this thing. You're not going to be able to overcome. You're going to lose no matter what. So if the cards aren't set up perfectly, it's going to be confusing. Now, the app I played and the actual rules themselves were two different, had some slight differences in them. I'm not sure if this game could have been easier. The written rules, which I've linked to in the description, are somewhat easier than the app. So do check out both. This is really an obscure game, and you can kind of see why it didn't get popular, because you don't really win too often. So like always, if you actually want to play some card games out in public, come to Reddit, come to card game meetups, post your city and what games you want to play, and also look at our Discord. There are links in the description. It's a fun place where we talk about card games. Do check out these other content creators. Links are in the description of the video. And if you are ever in Missouri, do check out Dick's 5 and Dime, then go right across the street to the Branson Board Game Cafe. It's a wonderful place. A wonderful experience awaits you, and you can play Bahama Taxi there. So do like and subscribe. I'll see you next video.